Good morning and welcome to the Gospel Road. We're going to look at Psalm 122. It says, I was glad when they said to me, let us go to the house of the Lord. Our feet have been standing within your gates, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem built as a city that is bound firmly together, to which the tribes go up, and to the tribes of the Lord, and was decreed for Israel to give thanks to the name of the Lord. Their thrones for judgment were set, their thrones are the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May they be secure who love you. Peace be within your walls and security within your towers. For my brothers and companions' sake, I will say, peace be within you. For the sake of the house of the Lord, I will seek your good. Lots of pieces when you go through many of the Psalms and just a lot of the scriptures, and again with many of the times that we spend together reading through these things, the big pieces that really tie together and really have that common thread. And I know you've heard me talk many times about the purpose of building up one another and really encouraging and helping others be the best that they can be. But we keep hearing about peace. Pray for peace. May peace be with you, peace within you. Having that peace in your life, and Jesus being the Prince of Peace, and living with each other in harmony and being there for one another. I listened to a vlog, and he talks a lot about, in the New Testament and Timothy, where it says to have a quiet and reverent answer. It's really about respect. It's about really knowing where people are and having those conversations with them. But it's your conversations and being able to respectfully have them. And I know that's something that I didn't do for years, and I guarantee I still fail at that. A lot of this kind of pops in my head from last week. Something happened here locally where it wasn't really a confrontation, but there was between someone and a local a police officer here in the area. It actually happened earlier, happened about a month ago. So, of course, it hits the news, and everybody has their opinions. And it was interesting because a conversation that I was getting to with a guy, being really kind of a pit bull of this is what I think and this is what we do and this is what the law states and here's how you're acting. They have no right to do this and we can do and say this and, we have no reason to respond. And the only thing I could say to him was, is that how you would treat someone else? And it's not that we are Christ, but if Christ were to be approached by an officer, would he give an answer? The simple answer was, someone called in about a suspicious person. They approach him, they ask him questions, and he refuses to give any answers. And I personally have a problem with that, only because I was seeing a lot of disrespect. Because I looked at him and I said, if Jesus were to walk up to you and ask what you were doing, would you answer him? Well, he's like, sure, it's Christ. He goes, if you were to walk up to me on the street, because I know you and you asked, I would give you an answer. So you're going to treat a police officer different because of whatever the rules are, the laws are, compared to somebody that you know. See, this is the gray area, the confusion that we have on how we treat one another because of the way things have been put in place. Just because a law says something and gives you the right to do this and do that and have your stance, does it make it right? I don't know that. Just because it's a law and it's being able to be done, does it make it to where that's how you should be reacting to something or non-reactive? For me, it's really wondering what Christ does. I mean, I remember the WWJD bracelets, and I've been looking at maybe possibly getting some more because I haven't had one for a while, and I know they got a lot of grief because of people just wearing them, kind of like the cross. People just wearing the cross. Well, they're wearing it and it means nothing to them. They're wearing the bracelet and it means nothing to them. And the thing is, we do not know. I do not know what that means to that person that's wearing it. I'm not saying that I'm going to be perfect, and I'm not saying I'm going to do everything 100% correctly, but there is something to be said about sitting there and pausing for a moment and just asking yourself, what would Jesus do? How would Jesus take care of this situation? What would be his reaction in this type of situation? Again, not an easy answer, and not an easy way to really understand how to deal with things. Because again, we're still all different people. We are all individuals, and we're going to react to things in different ways. Right, wrong, or indifferent, we are going to react in different ways. All I can say is, for me, it's to help others be the best that they can be. It's to help others really grow in their life, to succeed personally, professionally, and spiritually. I want to see people succeed in all parts of their lives, and it doesn't matter what you believe, how you believe, any of that, because it is my responsibility to be there for you. You know, the Bible even says, love your enemies. That's an easy one, isn't it? You know, pray for those that persecute you. Pray for those that are saying things against you. That's an easy one, isn't it? There's so many things that we read in there that I will admit, not easy. I mean, we know we go to work on a daily basis. We go in every day. And we have coworkers that some we can deal with and some we cannot. I've been told lately that, I am, a very unique individual. And that, I kind of lose it right now. I was using it all weekend. I really, upsetting friends of mine. I'm an acquired taste. That was it. And, I think we all can be to an extent. Because depending on the situation and what we're going through that day and how we're dealing with life at that point in time, we can all be an acquired taste. I can be an acquired taste. But are you still sharing that love, loving one another, being there for each other, the best that you can be, to help them be the best that they can be? Again, that's me. This is how I am seeing things. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong, but it's a way that I know I can feel this way, and it makes me feel good at the end of the day. It makes me feel that I'm being the best that I can be to help others do the same. Psalm 122. That's what we were reading today. And as I always say every time, when I do get together and do my little shows here, to read that for yourself and see how it speaks to you. For me, again, here it's that peace, the peace that that has no understanding. Loving each other unconditionally. Being there for each other unconditionally. Not putting those conditions on your friendship, on your relationship of any time. Which is so easy, isn't it? It's very simple. Psalm 122. Read that for yourself. Get out there, share your joy, share your love. Just be the best that you can be to help others be the best they can be. Thank you for listening to The Gospel Road. Have a great day. God bless.